We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy Thursday to you. Man, we got a humdinger for you today. We got a great one. I'm very excited to have our guest in today. It's always a pleasure to have him. But first, let's get in the usuals. The wonderful, spectacular VTuber on the rise, Blabs.
Oh, hi. Listen, I'm Bret Hart today, actually.
No, you're not. You don't have your pink outfit on. Your pink, your bright pink.
I always wear pink, so I'm discount Bret Hart then.
Well, no, you're not. You're not even close to Bret Hart today.
It's literally the same hair.
The hair is one thing. Yes, we understand, but you got to have the glasses. You got to have.
I didn't have it the other day either. I'm so confused.
No,
whatever, it's fine.
It wasn't the hair, Blabs. It wasn't the hair. And by the way, pull that tweet up so Salty has reference for you.
Oh.
It was not the hair. It was the jacket that made you Bret Hart.
It wasn't even a jacket, damn it.
Whatever it was, you look like you were straight out of 1992 and you're about to hand off your glasses to a young fan as you were making your way down the ring. That's what it looked like. So
okay.
Either way, listen, if there's ever been a guy who's a fan of early wrestling 1990s talk, it's got to be our guest today, the amazing, the illustrious, the one and only Salty Cracker. Hello, Salty. Great to see you.
Wow, what a time to come in. Bret Hart references. My voice is already going out. I'm going to sound like Shawn Michaels by the end of this.
Are you going to lose your smile?
It's my back hurts.
I lost my smile.
There is no way that Blabs knew who the hell Bret Hart was.
I didn't until the other day.
No clue.
Yeah, okay.
No clue.
No idea.
We have the side by side here. This was Bret Hart.
Yep.
Here.
So we have Gorilla. Boop. That's Bret Hart. And then
this was Blabs the other day. I mean, she pulls off a pretty sweet cosplay of Bret Hart. I do, so I think it worked out pretty damn well. If only she had the glasses on, I think it would have been a mirror image.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I did it without even trying. Didn't know who he was.
It was a normal man, an audience member who brought it up, and I just lost my shit when I saw that.
This is true.
Great. Joining us as always today, the twister and tweaker of our show, the technical marvel that is straight from the hood. Panda knows him. I'm sorry. Salty knows him as Panda Sub 2000. You know him as Phoenix. Here he is, everybody.
What up, dogs? I was looking at that image, and I just love, like, how do you accidentally wake up in the morning and look exactly like Bret the Hitman Hart? Like how many people across the country nowadays can look like that?
It's just a skill. You're either born with it or you're not.
You just can't wait to go rollerblading. It's whatever it is.
I do like rollerblading. I haven't done it in like 20 years, but it was fun.
I did actually try to incorporate the Bret Hart theme song into our show, but I was thinking that every time Blabs is introduced, we have just this play. Just like that sweet guitar riff.
Nice. I like it. I'm in.
I think it'd be pretty good.
It should probably follow up with me falling flat on my face because I tripping a lot. So
Bret Hart would never fall on his face. But
that's the difference. I am,
He'd be kicked in the face by Bill Goldberg and then hold a grudge for 30 years.
I don't know who that is.
Whoa! Whoa! You don't know who Bill Goldberg is?
No. Let me see.
I'm fucking.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that guy.
She's asking Grok. What
Yeah.
the
I
hell?
googled it. Wrong G.
You don't know who Goldberg is?
Why would I?
Because he was one of the most prominent wrestlers in one of the most prominent
His
times.
debut
in pop
match was in
culture.
1997. I was 1, Craig.
Bill Goldberg transcends time, space, energy. All right, that's all I'm
All
saying.
right.
Salty, what are we doing here? If we have someone on our show who doesn't even know Bill Goldberg,
Yeah, I know. She's like, oh, I don't even know who Bill Goldberg is, but that's no excuse. I know who Classy Freddie Glassy is, and that dude was wrestling in the 30s.
just what? Do you know? Okay, let's just play the game really quick.
It'd be easy if you just asked me who I do know, and I'd be like The Rock and the Rhodes. And by the way, there's more than one road. Fascinating. I learned this year.
No.
Dusty and Dustin are not the same.
They're roads. Roads.
Dusty Road.
All right.
Yeah,
Dusty.
something.
All right.
You know?
Well, as we totally derail the conversation here because this is very important, I'm going to name
Critical.
off. This is very important to our show here, and I'm going to name off Sports Illustrated top 20 all-time WWE wrestlers. And I just want you. I'm curious if you've ever heard of these people. Okay. You ready, Blabs?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm listening. Let's
Becky
go.
Lynch,
No.
Mick Foley,
No.
Chris Jericho.
No, but I've heard that Chris Hansen guy.
Oh my.
You came here for sex. Not that guy. No.
Although I would imagine that Chris Jericho at some point has said that. CM Punk, Blabs.
I've heard of him.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Fuck me. Are you thinking of the Princess Bride?
Yeah.
Okay. He's an actor, a great actor, one of the best of his generation. Her princess.
Sounds like he's just have marbles in his mouth the entire time. He's got 47 extra teeth because he's weird and giant. It's about to drink 127 12-ounce beers or whatever it is. God, I wish I could have hung out with Andre the Giant. Blabs, Randy Orton.
No.
Edge.
No.
Rowdy Piper.
No.
Kurt
come
Angle.
Who?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
I've heard of Macho Libre.
You never heard of Macho Man Randy Savage?
Why would I know? Again, I don't know wrestling.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. No?
You're right.
Oh, my God. Bruno's not even going to do
Bruno
Bret
Mars?
Hart. Shawn Michaels. Triple H.
I have heard of him. Yeah.
The Undertaker.
Yeah. I've heard of him too.
Roman Reigns.
Yes.
John Cena.
Yeah.
The
you
Rock?
can't see him. And I know him too.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. He just died.
He did. And what about Steve Austin?
Yes. I've
Stone
heard of
Cold
that.
Steve Austin?
Yeah,
Okay,
Stone
all right.
Cold. I was about to say Stone Cold Jackson, but I don't know if that's right.
You went on a heater there at the end. Kind of saved a little bit of face there, Blaz, but that was still very pathetic.
Thanks.
I think you got like 40%, which is rough. Anyways, well, if that's any indication of today's show, it's going to be a blockbuster of a show. Obviously, Salty is joining us today. It's always a pleasure when Salty finds the time. We got a sweet 90 minutes with him, and we wasted 10 with that. Oh my God. Ridiculous.
You started it.
I know. No, you started it, Blabs.
I just said I was about to say Ric Flair, but that's the wrong guy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, how did Ric Flair not make that list?
Yeah, I know him.
Great question. I don't know.
I
how
know
Ric
Vince
Flair-
McMahon.
Salty, do you have a top favorite wrestler of all time?
Yeah, I got to go with the Ultimate Warrior.
I was just gonna, ma'am, thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a dude who was hilarious in the ring and out of the ring, and all the backstory that you get now that when the wrestlers started dishing dirt on him. So the guy just keeps on giving, even though he's been dead for like 20 years.
He was so coked up. So unbelievably coked up.
Oh yeah, no, those promos, like the one where he was, they've made memes with lightning and cocaine, where he's the mega powers with Hogan is just They're both on coke. The whole place was on coke. It was fantastic.
They would do a line before they did a promo, like just action. Ah! Oh God!
Distrusted dude.
Do you guys remember the rumors back in the day that he had died and there was a second Ultimate Warrior that came into his place?
Yeah.
Like that was not true, correct? Like there was just always one.
There was
Okay, I
only
wasn't
one
sure.
Jim Hellwig. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The saddest part about Jim Hellwig was he went on WWE Raw one night, more or less after he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then he died the next day.
Yeah.
Like that was crazy as shit.
You ever hear Hogan and he's like, I'm just glad I got to talk to him one last time, and we buried the hatchet. But he buried the hatchet with the Warrior the day before Warrior dies. Then he supposedly buried the hatchet with Macho the day before Macho dies. If you got beef with Hogan, let it ride, right?
Yeah, he will literally bury you. He will actually bury you.
Even from his grave.
Yeah.
He'll bury the fuck out of you. That's right. He wouldn't you know it? He still has beef with Ric Flair, and Ric Flair's still alive. So
How the hell is Ric Flair still alive?
dude, I don't know. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Golly. Blabs, you know Ric Flair, right?
Didn't I just say his name though?
I think you did.
Yeah, she did. She did. Yeah.
I did.
I think it's important that he did a big, like a really famous wrestling match to end his career against Shawn Michaels, and it was really, really great. But somehow he's still alive. Like the guy who murdered his body more than anybody, just refuses to age. Well, he ages actually very poorly, but refuses to die. I guess the better way to say it.
Was he a steroid guy though? Like his body never looked. Oh yeah, it was. Okay.
Yeah, he did steroids in the 70s, and he was always big, but the fact that he's made it to 76 years old.
And all he does is drink. So like he had a decent physique, even though all he was doing was banging chicks and drinking and smoking and cocaine, other methamphetamines.
Not a bad life.
No, I'm hold on. It sounds great.
Just wake up, do a line, drink some booze, and then screw a chick, then go on, do some wrestling match, rinse, repeat every day. And somehow you make it to 76. It's amazing.
Do you think he orgasmed like woo? He did that exact thing every time he
Off character.
Oh man, brilliant stuff. Like he was a guy who lived the gimmick here. Well, look, we can talk about wrestling for probably the full 90 minutes while Salty's with us today, but we should not, because we have very important things to talk about today, including this insane Roblox kids trans game, which, like, holy fuck, what were they thinking? Asmongold roasting the fuck out of brain dead Pokimane, which, holy geez, that's just hilarious. And of course, we're going to be getting into Overcocked and the amazingness that was last night. And did you see about the VTuber who was getting roasted by psychos for celebrating International Men's Day yesterday? Because that's a thing. You can't celebrate Men's Day because guess why? The patriarchy. That's right. It's always the patriarchy.
never get rid of that patriarchy.
It's always there lurking. It's always there lurking.
By the way, big props to whoever made the thumbnail today. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's the most derpy, wonderful thing I've ever seen. I don't know what that is.
Well, I think that tells you everything you need to know about what this is. That is that.
Look at that.
That right there is a furry in Roblox surrounded by falling estrogen and on a trans flag. That's exactly what that is, and that's why that's why you look so disgusted, Salty.
I'm still not even sure what the hell Roblox is. Is that like Minecraft? Like, do you build stuff in that game?
It's a kids game, and it's like an open world kids game. And
Yeah.
but like that's the thing. Why would you know what Roblox is? Why should you know what Roblox is? There's no reason why you should know what Roblox is. Because you're a fucking adult, and that's the issue, right? Is that these kids are playing these games that adults don't know what their kids are playing, and then they go in and play these weird fucking transfery kids games on Roblox, and they're like, "Hey, have some estrogen and stuff." There's so many layers to this; it's stupid. But If you are new to our show, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button over on YouTube. Join the 134,000 just normal men who have found us over here on YouTube. If you're a fan of common sense, probably a good chance you're going to enjoy our show. If you like Blabs getting kicked in the balls constantly, and me getting kicked in the balls constantly, and Phoenix making things look great, you're probably going to enjoy our show. So hit the follow button over on Rumble as well. Join the 27,000 who have joined us over on Rumble. And Kick and Twitch, you guys are there as well. And of course, you can find us over at sidescrollersplus.com because we produce all sorts of fun things, including what we did last night with Overcocked. We had this great mashup of wonderful personalities. We saw Kirsha, Leaflet, Pickle, and everyone's favorite new VTuber, Blabs, playing Overcooked last night. And it was a great time had by all. Record viewership over on Plus and Rumble Premium, which was outstanding. We'll get into the full recap of that after Salty rolls out. I think that's probably a better use of our time to get into kind of the news and stuff. But we'll talk about Overcocked a little bit later. But I would like to remind you guys that you can still catch Overcocked, the complete replay, as well as all of our exclusive content over on Side Scrollers Plus and Rumble Premium. If you like to join Plus, you can do so by using promo code TURKEY and get $31 off your annual membership. You get the entire year for $68, which is just wonderful. You also get access to Rumble Premium. And you'll also, in addition to watching Overcocked, you'll also be able to watch live today at 3 o'clock Central when Blabs takes on DuckTales. My God.
For the very first time ever, by the way.
Never played DuckTales. Salty, you got any advice for Blabs when she takes on DuckTales?
Hey, don't screw it up. It's a great game.
We'll see how much she likes it.
Do you think she'll get past just the cane part, just the jumping with the cane? Okay.
Not a chance.
That game's fantastic, though. That was one of those super hidden gems. People didn't really find out about that game until like the N64 was out. I'm like,
whoa. DuckTales was a hidden gem?
Yeah.
No way, dude. DuckTales was mainstream. It was Capcom. It was Disney. It was gold on the NES.
Well,
I think music.
I think the problem was that game, even though the pedigree from which it came from, it was being, sold to teenagers who didn't really want to play, they wanted to play Street Fighter 2. They were like,
Not a lot of people knew about DuckTales too. That was the one that came like right at the edge of the NES's life cycle, and that one's kind of a little bit of a hidden gem. Not as good as the first one, but still good.
Yeah. Well, you can check that out. That is today live at 3 o'clock. It's going to be at 3 o'clock Central Time. So that'll be in roughly 3 hours and 40 minutes from now as you synchronize your watches. We'll be doing that today. And if you become a Side Scrollers Plus member, you can join us for Queen of the Wii happening on Saturday, December 6th. We're invading Florida once again and going to get a bunch of ladies together to determine who is best with the Wiimotes. It's going to be a great time. Looking forward to that. We'll have more details on that as we get a little bit closer. That's going to be our next special event for December, coming up on December 6th. So never a better time to join Side Scrollers Plus. By the way, this promo code TURKEY will expire this Friday. So get in on that and join us ASAP so you can check out all the good things we have going on right there. All right. We always like to start this show with a little bit of disappointment. So by all means, Blabs, let's find out about today in gaming history.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
That's me.
All right, Fart Queen, what do we got today?
I hate that. Anyway, November 20th, everybody. Look, wrestling stuff. WWF SmackDown 2 Know Your Role was released back in 2000. The Nintendo DS was released back in 2004. And then Mass Effect was released back in 2007. Aha!
Yes.
Okay. Uh-oh.
I am very excited about that list. That's a good list. I do have some debate, though, about the WWE game, though. I bet you there's something huge here that we missed.
Why do they call it WWF? It's WWE.
Well, Blabs, at this time, it was called the WWF before.
Oh, all I keep thinking is the WEF, and I was like, that's not right either.
The Wild Federation there was right. That's what happened.
World Wildlife Fund.
Thank you.
Yeah, they filed a copyright claim.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, not cool. Anyways, Salty, your thoughts on this list of that Blabs chose today? You have any memories of any of those? The DS, the Mass Effect, or Know Your Role?
November has always been the key target point for releasing your AAA games, and right as you start heading into that 2005, that's the golden age of video games. You guys are going to have just jewel encrusted gems all across that segment of your show going forward. At this point, Mass Effect was. Mass Effect was a real good game. I think it was. It only got better. Mass Effect 2 was better. The DS, I didn't get a DS until I started like collecting old consoles, and so I wasn't really there for the.
I didn't have the original one. I had the light.
I don't even think. Yeah. Same here. Like I think I got like the 3DS was my first DS. You couldn't even find a DS. That thing was, people are used to shortages with these consoles, but that one was the first one that I remember people really being like, "Holy shit! Like where do I get one of these things?" That it's like a year later.
Yeah, the DS was massive, massive to say the least. With that said, Blabs, some noticeable games that you missed today on this November 20th include Banjo-Tooie, the sequel to Banjo-Kazooie for the N64 25 years ago in the year of our Lord 2000, right there. I know some people will be upset about that. Metroid Prime Hunters, which was the 3D version. Yeah, not the best, but it was a launch title for the DS, as you saw right here. But some other noticeable games include Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas.
Yeah, so that was what I was going to put in instead of Mass Effect, but I went with Mass Effect instead.
Whoa. You were going to put that in instead of Mass Effect?
Yeah, I thought about it for a second because I wanted to get different genres and stuff. So I had the DS, I had whatever the fuck it was for the first one, that wrestling thing, and I was like, I'll just put one of these in there. So I debated, and then I stuck in Mass Effect instead.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't put that in just because there's a lot of orange in it. And I thought that would have just been a qualifier.
I like orange.
Well, let's see what else you missed today, Blabs, including Godzilla Unleashed Double Smash for the DS and the PlayStation 2. Those Godzilla Unleashed games were kind of fun. Rock Band was released. That's kind of a big one there, Blabs.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I was like, it's not Guitar Hero, bye.
Good point, Blabs.
Yeah, excellent point, Blabs. You really have a way with words.
Bye.
It's true. Rock Band is not Guitar Hero. Blabs, can you just do me a quick favor and see what the total lifetime sales of Guitar Hero versus Rock Band are, please? I'd appreciate that. Blaze Blue was released in the arcade in 2008. I remember that came out. That was kind of a big deal. I was never a big... some people said it was Blaz Blue, but I'm pretty sure it was Blaze Blue. I really don't even know how. That's like, for me, that's like the Ryu versus Ryu thing and the Sagat versus Sagat thing. I just don't know how to say this, honestly. I think it's Blaze Blue.
I got you the answers you requested. So it says the Guitar Hero franchise has sold over 62 million units worldwide as of March 2017, generating over $2 billion in revenue. And then it says the Rock Band franchise has achieved over $1 billion in retail sales and sold more than 18 million units worldwide. But it doesn't say what year that was.
Okay, so 2 billion versus sale versus 1 billion.
Yeah, but we only have 1 year when they recorded that, right? So
okay. Still, nothing to hold your nose up here when it comes.
Although it also says it surpassed $1 billion in revenue just 15 months after its 2007 launch, and this is referring to Rock Band.
Well, it's making bukus of money. Also, Blabs, The Last Remnant, released for the 360. This is kind of an interesting one.
Ooh.
Phoenix, I know you like this game, right? Skyward.
No, I really dislike this game, but
really,
yeah, I really did not like it at all. I'm surprised you're liking it because like that was so much about that Wii Motion thing, and it drove me crazy.
I know. Would you want to know what the deal was with that?
Sure,
Princess Zelda.
Princess
Zelda in that game is awesome.
So the story of that is arguably one of the better too, I will say.
Salty, did you ever play that game?
No, I skipped that one.
The Skyward. Well, most people did. This was this is all about like motion and stuff. And for me, this is underrated. but I really love Sky. I
It
know
has a
that
cult
Skyward
following now.
Right. Skyward Sword is a game that when it came out, not received as well as other Zelda games, but over time, people have grown to appreciate it for sure.
And
Persona,
nothing beat that tech demo. You remember when Miyamoto came out there to try and show, and it never worked at all? That was good.
Yep. Persona 4 Golden over here. Here's another one here. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Now, I don't know if you guys ever played this one, but talk about like an underrated gem. This is a game, it was meant to compete with Smash Brothers. It was the PlayStation version of Smash Brothers, but it wasn't a Smash Brothers clone. It was done differently, and that's what people couldn't get around on it. It was had different mechanics. It still had like the percentage scores and stuff, but the way you won was different than Smash Brothers. I very much enjoyed All Stars Battle Royale, but it just kind of, went away like a fart in a jar. It was not did not go very well. Did you ever play that one, Salty?
No, I don't have any friends.
Noted. All right. What about you, Phoenix? Did you ever play the All Stars Battle Royale?
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was. I was shocked it didn't do so well because you figured it was something for the PlayStation folks, and they just did not gravitate towards it.
I think a lot of that came around to something that we always say is about Nintendo. They have something that these other companies don't, and that is nostalgia. They have nostalgia, and there's a lot of nostalgic trailer, a lot of nostalgic, the feels for the Nintendo characters, and I just don't know if this game captured that with a lot of these characters. You look at kind of some of the playable characters in this, and like this is Nathan Drake and BioShock, all these different people, and they're fighting. What's this guy's name? Anybody have any idea? This is the guy from Infamous.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Right. What's the cat's name? I don't know. I don't know. Like, you got to be pretty hardcore. I think is that Hihachi over there. So you have like all these.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you have all these characters, like the guy from whatever. I don't remember what.
Killzone?
Yeah, I think that's Killzone. Right.
Yeah, it is Killzone.
So I think that's the issue when it came to this game was you just had these characters that were kind of cool at the time, whereas Nintendo characters, everybody knows, everybody likes, and even if you don't know them, you get to know them and you end up liking them. So, anyways, I really enjoyed this game. It was fun when it came out and enjoyable. So, continuing on today in gaming history, we had Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity here. That was released for the Switch. That's one of those big, just hack and
Take on
slash.
waves and waves of shit. Yeah.
It's like a zombie mode. And today, Kirby Air Riders. I've heard really good things about this game. For the Switch 2. I've heard really, really good things about this. Have you guys heard about Kirby Air Riders at all? The new, whatever that game is.
Reviews are incredibly good. I thought the original was meh. It was good. I liked it, but I didn't love it. So I'm going to be curious to see when it gets in the gamers' hands what they actually say. But it's probably going to be banger.
Yep. Well, right off the bat, we had some great stuff from Johnny the Butcher Blabs, who came in with a $50 direct donation 7 hours ago, overnight. He says, awesome stream yesterday. You are truly creating something special. Craig, you got a perfect circle of people riding this train with you. Exceptional job, Phoenix. Let's go. Thank you, Johnny, and greatly appreciate that. And yeah, man, I feel like we got a great thing going here, which is really, really exciting. Jimmy Ray says, I thought Salty Cracker was supposed to be on today. Who's this guy? Is it the glasses?
It's Clark Kent.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Salty. Hey. Whoa. All right. Listen, if you're like me, whenever you wear glasses, you look like who do I look like, Blabs?
Maddow.
Yeah,
Rachel Maddow.
Yes, Rachel.
You do, though.
Probably the most insulting thing you could possibly say. But that's right. It's wonderful. Pre-Dawn Corpse came in with the 10, says, RTU ate his daughter's eyes. He's fat. He's bald. He deleted millions sub-channel. Suffa dickers. All right. Well, thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse, for the 10. Nice. We have this from Mercenary. It says, right now, Hulk Hogan is in a 5-way cage match between him, Andre the Giant, the Iron Sheik, Macho Man Randy Savage, and the Ultimate Warrior. And God is ringside announcing. It's pretty good. Thank you, Mercenary. You know who's not in that? Chris Benoit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that guy too.
I'm sure you do, Blabs. Dragon Slayer came in with a $25 super chat. Let the salt floweth. That's right. There we are. Thank you very much, Dragon Slayer. Really appreciate your support. And there we go. And by the way, Tails with Armis came in with a 5. It says Armis says Mass Effect, big hit for its cinematic story, real choices and strong companions. Its success proved BioWare's formula worked, giving them the confidence and backing to create Dragon Age Origins. Also, sent Christmas gifts early. Will arrive on the 25th. Armis, did you send them to the same P.O. box? Because if you did, that place is closed and it may get returned to you. Just giving you a heads up. Tried to relay that. Actually, I removed the P.O. box information from our description because of that. So we have to find a new location.
Well, that's our gift back to you, Aramis. So enjoy and open them up.
Merry
and have fun.
Christmas.
We'll be re-gifting them to you.
Repurposing.
That's right. All right, we'll get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and I'm glad you're with us. So let's get into it, friends. It is time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
All right, so right off the bat, we have some really stupid insanity happening in Roblox, one of the craziest places on the internet. I know that, Salty, you're like, what the fuck is Roblox? Did we give you a good description of what it is?
Yeah, no, I'm glad I passed the digital era Chris Hansen test, not knowing what the hell Roblox was.
Well, all you need to know is that Roblox is a cesspool for debauchery and nonsense. Now, also, Salty, you may not know what Roblox is, but did you know that it's also Transgender Awareness Week?
How is International Man's Day inside International Trans Awareness Week? They get
Well, some would say Salty that trans people want to be inside international men.
There's a man inside all International Trans Day people of color.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, this is just silly, as it is an open platform that you can create your own stuff in it. And this person whose name is Kashmir, who I think it's really important that we highlight the source of this fan-made game here. This is Kashmir, and they are a self-confident person who loves to inspire, gender fluid. Their pronouns are any and all. And by the way, apparently they're only 18. Now, Blabs, what does AD mean? DM for AD. What is that?
I think it means ad. Like ads, you know?
No, I don't think that's what it means.
Well, I thought that's what it meant. They're doing ad work. You always see it on people's posts. This is an ad. Hashtag ad. I don't know.
No, it's something degenerate. Something.
Hang on, define ad.
No, just how about define DM for ad? Just do a little research there. So.
Is this a transgendered character or something? Is that what this person is?
It's a crazy fox person here. I mean, you can tell.
I just like because it says self-confident, but how can you be self-confident if you literally change yourself completely?
Phoenix, stop.
Okay, I'm
with
sorry.
Your logic. Stop with your logic.
I don't know, dude. Every time I'm looking up DM for ad, it's literally meaning partnership and marketing. And that's what I'm finding on Google too. Although one person in chat says adult diaper for sure.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Feel free to think says additional details. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt here. All right. But all we know is that they are self-confident, gender fluid, any all. Okay. And they're so self-confident in themselves that they decided that in honor of Transgender Awareness Month, they made a Roblox game where that rains down testosterone and estrogen, right? We want to see this sweet gameplay here, Blabs.
Boy, do I.
Let's go.
That's it. That's all they do. They just skits out
It's
for
literally
31 seconds.
literally raining down estrogen and testosterone on
And
you.
you know what
That's-
they did? They stole assets basically from Lego and made it retarded.
Now, I'm sure that this is this looks like it's looped over and over and over again,
Yeah.
right? And but the premise of this is that it rains down on you until you crash or die in the game.
To the OD.
Right. And
Well,
this
is very positive for the trans people.
this has been pointed out. The hypocrisy of this has not been pointed out. It's a game that kills itself. They have to be doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
Just seems kind of ironic when it comes to a lot of this stuff. And I think this brings up a really, obviously a big point when it comes to this is we keep hearing about how nobody is. Listen, if kids want to be trans, let them be kids. They want to be trans. They want to. If a boy wants to be a girl wants to be a boy, let them be. But listen, nobody is pushing this on kids, right? At all, right? Nobody is. Oh wait, this is on a game that's designed for children, and here we are here, as Mary Kate Delvey says over on X. Salty, if you have any kids or nieces or nephews here, how would you navigate this minefield of just total nonsense that is thrown at them?
The hell just happened to the audio?
That was weird. You
okay.
died, Craig.
I
Hang on.
did?
I help.
Hey, bro.
All right.
No. Oh, okay. Well, I was asking.
I think I got most of that question. If I had a kid and I caught them playing Roblox, I would take them down to Oakland and get them hooked on crack. No,
Because that's a better solution.
I think that's safer for them. I'm sitting there going, if my kid's on crack, they might learn the economies of scale, distributing crack. There's lessons that could be learned there. This Roblox stuff over here, they're going to be playing. I don't even understand how that's a game. You're just kind of having a seizure as hormone blockers rain down on you and then you die. Seems like that's a warning. But whatever happened, wasn't there a guy who was, I don't know if he was putting a list together. Essentially, somebody was showing that there was a bunch of pederasses in the game, and then the game banned him. Is that guy?
Yeah, there have been all sorts of issues. Yes, there was a guy who was pointing out all the weirdos on the game, and yes, the game actually banned him for doing that. Yes,
Game banned him. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of really just proving that guy's point. You've got a game that is marketed towards children, and it's not like it's raining Tic Tacs down, right? Tic Tacs aren't good for you. Tic Tacs are poison. Don't eat that crap. But I mean, that's like my generation making a Doom game where you shoot ADD pills at people or something like that. I think everybody like, that's fucking weird. What are you doing? But I mean, Doom wasn't geared towards kids. Like this is madness.
right. That's true. That's true. Well, this in honor of Transgender Awareness Month here, and this person creating this quote unquote game here, he did do a couple, or I guess I'm sorry, not him. Any did any and all right here, I guess. Or can you say him with any and all, or is that the actual pronoun? Do I have to say any here did this, or all? I don't know.
Anyhow.
Well, this person here decided to add some modifiers to it. It was such a big success that, well, number one, you can check it out right there. Number two, due to popular demand, I made it so you can choose which one you want. So you can have either one of them rain down on you, testosterone or estrogen. So there we go.
Can you scroll back to the beginning of that? No, that video that was playing where you were given an option of only 2
Oh, yeah,
choices.
yeah.
I think that's interesting. I'm told that gender's a spectrum, but I only got 2 choices there. The binary doesn't exist, but through this binary, pick one.
Well, and on top of that, the idea of the stereotypical like estrogen being pink and testosterone being blue. Let's not look past that part as well, right?
Ridiculous.
Just totally playing into stereotypes here. Well, Salty, I do have good news for you, though. As insane as this is and silly as this is, Roblox has had a big magnifying glass on it recently, and they have been alerted to this, and it has since been shut down due to violations here. So this game is no longer on Roblox for the time being. It was flagged for illegal and regulated content here, as for raining down estrogen and testosterone, which, as you would expect, has upset a lot of people who are supposed to be celebrated this week during Transgender Awareness Week. People are very upset at the idea that this person says it's wild that Roblox considers testosterone and estrogen illegal, a regulated drug. If true, every single human has to be illegal and regulated drugs in their body. Right here, this is the gymnastics that they play in their brain for this.
Yeah, no, that's clear logic being played there. I guess they missed the pills and raining down on the child's avatar. I guess you missed that part, huh?
There it is.
Oh.
Phoenix, what are your thoughts on the estrogen testosterone game?
I love this so much, actually. But look, we also have like copper in our body too, but you shouldn't eat like pennies. Like it's, I love everything about it. I love how stupid this is, and I'm terrified where our society is. But you know what? Fuck it. If I just am enjoying that weird looking thing dancing, and that eventually it kills it. Essentially, the game kills itself after a while. It's like the perfect metaphor. It's beautiful. You're muted.
I totally agree, Craig.
That's cool. I'm just enjoying him doing his Irish jig there while getting testosterone and estrogen rained down on they them furry thing. This was pointed out here. It says, if you do this in a game predominantly played by children, I'll just assume you diddle kids. I think it's a fair assumption. Just want to throw that out there. Blabs, would you ever make a game like this?
The fuck?
No,
Actually.
I'm not saying about testosterone. I'm just saying where you rain things down on people.
I'm just gonna continue doing my job here and mute myself.
Okay. Well, if there's one thing we learned about during, hey, if I can bring it back to Overcocked last night. Last night we learned some really interesting lore. This has nothing to do with anything here, but I just think it's important. Have you ever heard of piss rice, Salty?
No, I haven't.
Well, Blabs wants to tell you about it.
I really don't, though. I feel like the best person for that is actually Kirsha, not me. However, since she's not here, I guess I'll have to do it. In a certain Asian country, I believe it was Malaysia, don't quote me on this, the lady literally pees in rice so her husband doesn't leave her.
That seems counterintuitive because
I agree.
If my wife pissed in my rice, there'd be a problem.
So anyway.
You rice pisser?
Apparently, yeah, it's some weird thing.
It'd be funny, like you just catch her peeing and rice. Like, what are you doing? Saving our marriage.
I'm very confused.
It's basically meaning like he'll never cheat on her or whatnot. I think that's what she said, right? I tried to block out some things that Kirsha tells me.
Well, it was an important moment during last night's stream, and I'm glad to have shared that with everybody.
Ew! Chat says add some zing to your rice.
We will not be adding any zing to any rice. Ugh. Anyways,
Pivot.
All right. Yeah, let's go and pivot. Let's get a couple supers real quick while I pull up the next story here.
Okay, I'm assuming that's for me then. All right. I can't read this one. Or maybe I can. Anyway, let's try. Salty Army is here big. It's wee. Hey, Salty. Here's a joke. Why is the ocean floor so dark?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, thanks, Mighty Megatron. Okay. Reed, why did the Mexicans take Xanax? What is this? I'm done. Anyway, next. Ban and fire Blabs from missing Persona 4. Best waifu is Chi. Okay. Matthew says, what did Salty Cracker think about the new Stargate series announcement with the most of the OG executive producers and writers on board? Cautiously optimistic.
You know, first Stargate movie, I think there's only one Stargate movie, isn't there? When the Stargate movie came out, I was like, what the hell is going on over here? This is weird. And then I watched it again, I don't know, maybe in the last couple of years. That movie's fantastic. But the first time I watched it kind of confused the hell out of me. So I didn't even watch the wasn't it MacGyver doing the series. So I didn't see the series, but I did see on X that they're bringing it back. And I hate to shit on anybody's parade, but the resurrection of any of the franchises that we grew up with, I don't have any hope of anybody bringing back these days, but
yeah, I agree.
Cautiously optimistic is probably the way to go with that.
Nathan says, as a Skyward Sword defender, there's a remake for it on Switch 1. Also, I'd say Nintendo has generational fans like Disney. Thank you for that. MasterCard and Visa are hacking Craig's audio. Mass Effect is the greatest game ever made. Kind of sad they never made a sequel, but I guess that's better than having a bunch of making a sequel after EA buys the IP. So many words today, guys. Dan says, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Wii. That's my biggest problem with is the motion controls. I don't hate it like everybody else. I beat it. Well, beat your demons. All right, Mercenary for 5 says, another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game passed. You're fired, Blabs. Too bad. Godzilla's Greaser says, what I wouldn't give for a new Godzilla fighting game like the Pipeworks trilogy.
Thanks. All right, let's go move on to our next story, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate you guys. And we'll get to the rest of your super chats, recommendations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. All right. Look, the only time we talk about Pokimane is when Pokimane is making stupid statements. Now, look, anybody who's been on the internet in the streaming space is somewhat aware of Pokimane. Salty, are you familiar with Pokimane?
Sadly, yes.
4.1 million followers over on X here. Millions of followers. By the way, a part of William Morris Endeavor. This is WME, which is the biggest talent agency in the world. So she's got all sorts of interesting opportunities in front of her. But I'll tell you what, despite her just having all these opportunities, yesterday she came out with quite possibly one of the most idiotic and silly statements she's really ever said. And it was just such a simple statement right here, saying, I wish when streaming, I miss when streaming was about gaming, not just drama baiting and clip farming here. Which, hey, what a strong and powerful statement here. Good on her for just wanting to get back to the roots of just gaming, except she's been quickly called out as by a lot of people. This is from Juju over here. I know you ain't talking about the just her throwing her ass out as much as, and this is 184,000 likes. People have pointed out that she is definitely not the person to be talking about this here, especially Asmongold, who came in calling her out. Let's just go see what she had to say about what he had to say about this.
Here, I miss when streaming was about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming. Pokimane only got really popular when it was about drama baiting and clip farming. What do you mean? What do you mean? Talking about that shit for, like, what do you mean? Yeah, it was only about gaming. Like, see, you go and say, you say something like this. You're just trying to defend the situation right here.
I have no prior history of any racist behavior. God, you ain't funny. That's
I don't even know what's happening.
That's her dropping the N-word.
Let's continue.
It's not true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck.
I'm with.
Anyways, all right. So look, this is a girl who has made her entire career around rage baiting, drama baiting,
Not
farming.
gaming.
Yes, anything but what she's claiming right here. And I feel like there's an easy solution to this, Salty. She turns on the camera, turns on the game, and plays Fortnite for 12 hours or whatever game she chooses for 12 hours instead of just going live and trying to sell cookies and such.
$50 cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm not very familiar with Pokimane, but the only clips I've ever seen of her, she's never played a video. I've never seen her play in a video game. It's always talking about how we need communism or you brokies. How come? Why is you brokies complaining about my $50 cookies? And I'm still going.
You must mean this right here. This infamous statement here.
When people are like, "Oh my god, $28 for cookies." It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyways.
There it is. If you're a broke boy, just say so.
No, you gotta put more energy into it. If you're
Go
a
ahead,
broke
Blabs.
boy, just say so. Oh my god.
Oh, there she is. That's right. Now keep in mind, look, she is big on taxing the rich, Salty. If there's one thing that
there's.
That's right. If you recall, this was more Asmongold here. This is back when she was talking about taxing the rich and why this was a good idea. And this guy who was literally next to her called her on it.
Going around cosplaying as if she broke. It's embarrassing, bro. It's so fucking cringe. I don't know why somebody would say this or act this way. It's nuts. And the thing is, this is what I find to be funny about this. What the fuck's wrong with her? Here's what's wrong with her. She is just trying to say this to get... Pokimane always tried... This is why nobody likes Pokimane. Pokimane always tries to say the thing that everybody thinks after waiting for everybody to say it already. And so she waits for the pre-approved opinion, the consensus opinion, and she just repeats that. The problem is that I don't think she gives a fuck about any of this, and the only reason why she's talking about it is to make herself look good. And so that's really the reason. And so this time, the reason why it comes off wrong is that she doesn't really care about some wealth disparity, Gini index, all the gains after 2021 were primarily within the top 1%. What are you talking about this for, right? I mean, we're not getting into this. But
Salty, how many people do you know that are like that in the content space, that wait for the approved opinion and then decide to voice whatever they've heard? I think that's acceptable now.
Well, sadly, I think a lot. I think most people that do this, you get audience captured, and people are afraid to upset their audience, and so they sit there and they wait to see what is okay to say. And I don't think this is something that pertains just to Pokimane.
No, but the idea of being critical of Rich when she is filthy fucking rich.
Oh no! Listen, all of these scumbags, the whole lot of them. I can't tell you how many times on my show we're constantly showing these videos of these people. And I always got to make this point. I think it's great that we have multi-millionaires. I don't want to spend any. I'm not spending your money. I don't want to talk about you spending your money. But when you start talking about taxing me, because that's where all the taxes end up. They end up on the people in the middle class. Rich people don't pay taxes. They got people to make sure that they ain't paying taxes. And watching Mark Ruffalo and Bernie Sanders and AOC and watching all of these public servants is even more irritating. When you are worth tens of millions of dollars, you are a billionaire to me, right? If you're going to scream and ree about taxing Elon Musk or these other billionaires, I want you taxed. I want first of all, I want you to investigate it. You're a public servant. You make $150,000 a year on record, and you're worth $20 million in 4 years. I want you arrested. Is what I want. You shouldn't worry so much about taxes. You should be worried about getting arrested. But no, they all talk like this. Pokimane is, again, I saw a clip where she said she was worth $10+ million. Sweetheart, you're rich. You're the rich. You're the rich, right? But like the not the rich. I'm only worth $10 million. That's insane.
Right. I'm not that rich.
That's
not
great.
me. Just everybody else. Like $10 million. That's more than most people earn in their entire fucking lives.
Yeah, in 2025, her estimated net worth is between 7 and 12 million.
Wow. And good for, I mean, listen,
Yeah, good for her, right?
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
She just needs to shut up.
Yeah, no, shut your fucking commie mouth. You got rich in the best country in the world off of the best economic system on the planet. You got yours, and now you want to pull the fucking ladder up on people. You filthy whore. Shut up and post more pictures of your ass. Sorry.
Listen, I don't apologize.
Yeah, I always just wish the message was, and you can too. Like if I could do this, then like anyone can do this, and trying to help the community get to that. Like I would love to hear that messaging.
Nah, she's greedy. She doesn't want other people to be rich like her.
Of course.
Yeah, she doesn't want the competition. She doesn't want other people. If you've got a roadmap to success that America has, laid out for everybody, you should be saying this is great and promoting it and telling people how you did it, not sitting there counting everybody else's money and then trying to ring fence it. These rich people like Pokimane, they're insane. They're assholes.
I think Phoenix, I'm with you on that. I wish providing a roadmap for success is something that these folks refuse to do. And Salty, you are correct. The idea of waiting to see how people respond. We saw this as well. Do you remember back when Chris Tyson was the big story around Mr. Beast, and now Chris Tyson wants to be the Ava Tyson? I think it's Ava or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just really fucking weird. And guess what? Pokimane just waited to see what was going on. What was the acceptable thing here? I don't know all the details regarding the Ava situation, but I want to make it clear. Any inappropriate behavior towards minors are unacceptable regardless of who you are. Well, no fucking shit.
I don't want that. I like how you have to wait and you need to screen test that response. And you're sitting there going, oh, I don't know if I want to come out against pedarasses because this is a transgender pederass. No, it's wild. Absolutely wild.
Like, thanks for making that clear to us. It's like, really appreciate your transparency there, which is great. Just silly. So I think that's the thing that drives most people nuts about this person and other people is just sometimes you just shut up and know your place and know your role. And her role has never been to play games. Her role, why did she get popular? Well, she's somewhat attractive, right? And there's a lot of guys who are lonely online. That's why, right? And it's never been about how good she is at Mass Effect or Call of Duty or pick whatever game you want her to play. She's probably not very good at it. But she's a pretty face, and she will have her simps who defend her. And for her to come out and say, well, I just wish that it was all about gaming. Well, there's an easy solution. Make it about gaming. Do it. Just lead by example there, Pokimane. It's the easiest way to do it right here. But streaming in general has changed a lot to kind of piggyback on the idea of classic streaming. The idea that it's now considered classic streaming of playing games and, not just IRL streaming and shit. I don't know who this streamer is, but they have 1 million followers. I guess over on Twitch. Their name is Blueface. You ever heard of Blueface before?
No.
I've not either. I'm curious to see who this person is. Blueface, a net worth currently of $4 million. No, I'm sorry, $6 million. I have no idea who this person is. But Blueface had a sleepover, and leads to this tweet here. I miss when Twitch was video games here, kind of going on. And I can't play the audio here, but you can kind of see this was happening on live streams here. I guess this is Blueface, and this guy was really upset that he was not getting love. But hey, let's just live stream this whole experience here, huh? What do you think about all this? Salty, you want some of this?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I when I see stuff like this, which is, if you're into this, great. I just, I don't get it. I'm old. I'm an old white person that has zero appeal to me.
Video games, am I right? What's wrong? What's on, Blabs?
That's so sad and pathetic. They don't have any dads in their lives. Just saying.
Do you think that this girl in the middle here?
She's got daddy issues.
Oh yeah, and you think that as she has her butt in his crotch, her face in his crotch, that she'll look back and regret this when she's shaking her ass and her kids are like, "What did you do?" No.
Gross.
How about them video games, huh?
She also looks like a bag of shit. I wouldn't immediately fucking whisk her away as fast as I could. She's hideous. I wouldn't want that.
He's like, get rid of her. Clap, clap, be gone.
Do better. Do better.
Damn.
Lord.
All
right.
That's. I wonder, is that on the front page of Twitch? Is that what section is that? Because that.
Yeah, like the hot tub section or what?
Yeah, I mean. Is that IRL or is that?
Would it be better if Twitch just had a section that just said whores?
Ew. Rumble user says flubber.
Yes.
Category flubber.
Just whores. That's it. I think that'd be pretty fun right there. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on. But first, Dan says, "I'm glad I told my sister this whole Roblox thing yesterday. Her daughter was playing it, and she ended up deleting it immediately. She says, "Yeah, we're done with this." There you go, Dan. Good for you. Good for you. Marmalin says, "Exactly. Lots of these LA clout goblins are doing what greedy/stingy assholes do: ladder pull. They got theirs. They want you to stay down there, you peasant. Yet claim to be so charitable and moral." That's right. Thank you, Marmalin. Dan also says, "I do agree with Salty. She needs to shut the up." There you go. All right, Dan. Slider says, "Pokimane and all these eat the rich streamers are gatekeeping communists that are pulling up the ladder and trying to be relatable. All fake."
How could a communist do such a thing? That's out of character.
Machine King says, "DSP wage quit." Is that the opposite of rage quit? He wage quit because people weren't paying him enough. Is that what the idea is?
Give me super chats or I'll quit.
It's pretty funny. You guys are clever. Says he pretended to like it, but he didn't hit the goal. He said it was bad, and his viewers made him mad by withholding. God damn, that's fucking awful. Oh my god, that's funny. Sunder Stiller says, "It's all right, Salty. I'm old too. It's my birthday, and the world makes less sense every birthday."
Happy birthday.
Is Dan Vask hanging on the background there for Sunder Stiller? I think Dan.
Happy, much happy birthday for you.
Thanks, Dan. All right, let's go move on from like the world of nonsense here. I want to kind of do a little palate cleanser because we've just been wading through the muck here. Let's talk some food. Let's go. Let's talk food. Hey, Thanksgiving's coming up. You guys excited for Thanksgiving?
I've been waiting to ask Salty if he likes turkey.
Yeah, big fan of turkey.
Okay, thank you.
Where are we going with this? I'm scared.
Wait a minute. I'm genuinely asking about turkey meat. Where are you going with this, Craig?
Turkey meat. This has been an ongoing. What?
I don't know. Why
freak are you, Blabs?
I don't know. I'm very confused now. What's happening?
Look, it is well established. My thought on turkey is that it's a bottom tier meat. All right. Like most of the time you have it, it's extremely dry, right? It's not a good meat to eat. And if I have a choice to have any sort of meat at Thanksgiving, I know it's tradition. I know it's the American thing to do. I would much rather, Salty, have pretty much any other meat than turkey. I would like to have maybe steak, maybe pork, maybe a roast. Anything but turkey on Thanksgiving. That's all I'm saying. That's my hot opinion. Anyways, that's it. Anyways, KFC is back, and they're launching a Thanksgiving turkey with 3 different gravies for $25. It's the cluck turkey, which I guess is chicken. The three gravies, which is a really unique selling point, include the signature brown gravy from KFC, white peppercorn, and new Southwest cheddar gravy. Any thoughts on that, Salty? You gonna be picking up KFC for Thanksgiving?
No, I will not. KFC on Thanksgiving, boy, that there's just an aspect of that hurts my heart a little bit. Feel like it's sad. Like, oh, you know.
This is interesting. According to this article, it says the launch follows internal survey numbers that show 35% of consumers dislike turkey and 37% now order takeout or delivery for Thanksgiving. KFC is leaning into this shift, the holiday, to push comfort-focused menu that skips the traditional bird. So, look, I'm not alone on that, Blabs. Maybe I'm just part of that 35%.
You are.
Maybe I am.
Real quick, what do you find sadder, this for Thanksgiving or going to White Castle on Valentine's Day with candlelit dinner? Because they do that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
It's,
which
I'm
is
gonna
more
vote
depressing?
White Castle. That's more depressing, I think.
Do you prefer would you rather have KFC for Thanksgiving or Chinese food for Christmas?
Yeah,
Chinese food for Christmas. No, actually, no. Oh.
I'll take Chinese food never, so I'll take the other one. Yeah.
Wow, really?
You don't like Chinese food?
No.
Why?
First of all, that's not Chinese food. That's Americanized Chinese.
All right, fine. You don't like lo mein?
It's all right.
Salty, any thoughts?
Am I the only one that grew up having family over? And
yeah, I do too. I've never had these issues before.
It's if like our culture has been so utterly destroyed, and the fabric of this country has been so mutilated that it's really disheartening to hear that this generation, and it seems to be a growing thing, that people are going to KFC for Thanksgiving instead of celebrating their loved ones and spending cherished time together over, making meals together and getting together. Like, that's like fucking sad. But yeah,
it's funny you mentioned that, Salty, because this dinner, this thing at KFC is doing, it says it is meant for Friendsgiving here.
Friendsgiving.
Which is this has been a thing that's kind of popped up over the last few years, the Friendsgiving.
Yeah, these assholes who hate America. And so they think that we can't celebrate Thanksgiving because those cracker Europeans came over here and murdered all of these
cracker Europeans,
indigenous people who were just all full of love for each other. They all cherished and shared the entire breadth of the Americas together with each other before white people got over here and destroyed it. And Friendsgiving is what they want to celebrate. You can go fuck off with your Friendsgiving.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's awesome.
Friendsgiving is an attack on Thanksgiving. Like, it's, if you celebrate Friendsgiving, you're an asshole and you hate this place. And if you hate this place, get the fuck out of here.
Let him know, Salty. There he is. There's Salty. There he is. There he is. Found him. Oh, that's great. So no to KFC on Thanksgiving is what you're saying, Salty.
I think we got a lot of work ahead of us getting these fucking weirdos out of here and rescuing the identity of this place and making it so people don't have to go to you. Going to KFC on Thanksgiving means that we have failed this place, and I don't like failing this place. Let's rescue this place and make sure that people it's insane that there are people out there who don't know what they're missing. You don't even know what you're missing. You have no idea what you're missing out if you didn't have a traditional Thanksgiving.
Listen, I will be the first to tell you that the first thing you're probably missing out on is dry turkey. Just letting you know that. That's all. Dry turkey, it needs to be covered in everything, all the gravy, all the mashed potatoes, and all this stuff. And can I just look? We've talked about this at length on the show. My sheer disinterest in turkey, right?
It's an ongoing thing.
This is an ongoing thing, at least for the past week. It has been. But let me just kind of give you one more thought on this, Salty, and I would love to hear your response to this, your retort, if you will. I can have pork by itself. I can have steak by itself. I can have roast by itself. But with turkey, it needs to be eaten with gravy or mashed potatoes or some sort of side for it to be appealing, which then lowers it on my scale of good quality meats in my mouth.
Okay. I don't want to get in the way of meats in your mouth, Craig.
Thanks, Salty.
What about chicken? Like chicken's pretty bland also.
Chicken is fine. I can have chicken by itself. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, maybe the chat can chime in. Maybe I'm just a horribly lucky individual, but my grandmother would make the turkey, and this was like an all-day process, and it's marinating and it's basted and stuff. There's stuff in the turkey. There's all kinds of crazy. So maybe you're just not getting well-cooked turkey, Craig.
Yeah,
Mom,
I have to agree.
Mom, I know you're watching. Do you hear? Do you hear what Salty's saying about you? Oh my God! I'm just kidding.
My dad does it on the smoker.
I'm just kidding, Salty. I'm just kidding. But seriously, Mom, Salty doesn't mean it. No, no. I
that one. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's all. She doesn't watch. She only watches
Not today, at
Blabs.
least.
That's right. I'm gonna get a text here and be like, "I'm watching." But if you were to, just as a quick side note, Salty, and I know we only got like 15, 20 minutes with you left, and I feel like it's important to have this conversation with you. If you were to, yep, there she is. My mom just texted me. She says, "You are now in charge of bringing steaks for everyone." And that's what my mom said.
Damn. We just ruined this, like Craig's family Thanksgiving.
No.
How do you feel, Salty? It's pretty great.
I
ruined it.
feel awful, to be honest with you.
No, listen. I just think turkey is fine.
I didn't mean it that way. I was just.
We did.
Salty. I brought this on myself. Okay. Don't listen. I did it. When I point the finger at you, there's more pointing back at me. You see? All right. It's okay. And Mom, I will have your turkey, but I just need to have some mashed potatoes or gravy with it. That's all. You know, I would prefer other things. My mom makes an outstanding roast. She makes great pork. I'm not saying it's bad turkey. I'm just saying there's other better options. That's all I'm saying.
It was very politically correct of you.
I'm actually with you, Craig, 100%, by the way.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Yeah, but this man has the palate of a 4-year-old, so really, what does it matter?
I have the palate of a 4-year-old.
Not you, Phoenix. So, like, his one vote doesn't matter. You're all alone here, Craig.
Blabs, you're the one over here who likes to have dinosaur chicken nugs. I'm just saying, like, what are you talking about?
When do I do that? When have I ever had
You get your French fries?
chicken nugget? When have I ever done
all the time behind the scenes? She just loves those dinosaur nuggets.
Every time I go off camera, it's actually I'm just eating dinosaur nuggets.
Oh my God. My mom texted me again. She says we always have ham too. Mom, I love you. I just want to let you know.
You've just insulted your mother, and there's no going back.
How did I insult my mom?
I don't know, man. Why don't you go get yourself some dinosaur nuggets while you're at it for Thanksgiving?
That's more of a you thing than a me thing.
I don't do that. I like turkey. I don't have a problem with turkey.
You're the 12-year-old boy. It's all
yeah,
right.
but okay. Do you have turkey without nothing?
I can.
You can, sure. Just like you can take an ugly person and not put makeup on them, but they're far better with makeup on. Mm-hmm. It requires makeup. It requires other things. I absolutely agree with that statement.
No, listen. I'm gonna toot my dad's horn
steak
here,
doesn't.
but like my dad does a great smoked turkey. You don't really need to add anything to it. It's great.
Okay.
Okay. There's no reason to ha.
No, turkey for the win. Shut up and eat your dinosaur nuggets. I'm Uno reversing you, bitch.
You
By
are
way,
the
hi, Mom.
dinosaur nugget queen. All right, we've all seen
I don't
it. We
eat
all know.
them. I haven't had them since I was like 5. What are we
That
doing?
was in her contract that you had to feed her constant dinosaur
When we went to
nuggets.
Florida, you refused to leave the grocery store until we got a pack of Dino Nugs.
No, that was for the pasta, not the nuggets.
Yes, you wouldn't have the pasta without the Dino Nuggets in the pasta. It was really
Ew,
weird.
who does that?
It's weird. Anyways, hey, Shady Duck says,
Okay.
Craig, have you ever tried a deep fried turkey? Yes, it's actually very good.
Hang on, where's the
Typically, I hate turkey, but my grandparents made occasion deep fried turkey once, and it was amazing. It's just a hassle. Got to defrost, get the moisture off, and it explodes when it hits or it explodes when it hits the deep fryer. Yes, Shady Duck. Yes, I'm with you on that. I have had deep fried turkey once, and I will tell you this: it was delicious. You ever had that before, Salty? The deep fried turkey?
No.
It's always prone to like blowing up the house and starting it on fire, so I've never had it.
I really think my mom's upset. She just texted me again and said egg rolls.
Look what
for
you've
everyone.
done.
I didn't do it. I didn't even say anything about my mom's turkey.
Look what you've done, bro. You better go drive over there and give her some flowers.
You're just making assumptions. I didn't even say anything about my mom's turkey.
I don't know, man.
Don't make it weird. Just saying, it's ridiculous.
I
Don't try to drive a wedge between me and my wonderful mother, Blabs.
She has my cell phone number.
You home wrecker.
How am I a home wrecker?
You're wrecking the wonderful relationship I have with my mom over turkey. It's ridiculous.
Your next text message is like, "You're not welcome." ..
You're out of the will. All
You're
right.
done.
Hey, Dan says, to be honest, turkey, we had it so many times. This year, at least my Thanksgiving, we have roast beef. My dad loves it, says to me, it was the greatest Thanksgiving I wanted. So I tried something new. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Brian came in and says, Craig, if you had deep fried turkey, it's delicious. Yes, I have. And it is delicious, Brian. Thank you very much for that. Deep fried turkey is the best turkey. Marmalin says, said it before, Craig, guarantee you, you are cooking a turkey wrong. It is not dry. Use an oven turkey bag and cook it with the appropriate heat and time. You're just wrong, Craig. Well, maybe one day we'll have a Craig turkey stream where I got to make some turkey and we'll see if I can prepare it properly.
It's always dry. I've never tasted it not dry.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Yeah, maybe you just always had really bad dry turkey.
Marmalin says, for flowers for mom to apologize. What do I need to apologize for? I didn't even say anything.
Sting.
What are you talking
I
about?
like when people get angry over this bullshit.
Ridiculous. And I apologize.
Shit.
Just saying, never had dry turkey, Marmalin. Thank you. Yeti says, I'm putting this to rest now. Historically, turkey has only been served at Thanksgiving after the creation of an art piece centered around the holiday. Before it was based on the region you were in. Thank you, Yeti. And Rod says, over here on Mex turkey is the go-to meal for Christmas and Thanksgiving. But you can also have a Mexican dinner instead. Pozole, tamales, frijoles, macaronis. Yes, carne asada. And I can't say that last word. It's an option you can try. Thank you, Rod. Appreciate that. But I'm going to stick with my mom's wonderful turkey.
She has now written you out of the will.
It's ridiculous. This conversation is just unreal.
Behind the scenes, Craig, I did like that you had said that it was only your mother's turkey that was perfect. It was made to perfection.
Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate you going to bat for me and letting everybody know. It's important. It's good. All right, let's go. One last story here for Salty. Then we're gonna let Salty go, and we're gonna move on to some other fun things. Tenarian, by the way, says, my country went through a rough recession in the early 90s where turkey became kind of popular for a while because it was so cheap. It's now known as poor people food, and I haven't had it since, with the exception of turkey schnitzels, which are all right. Thank you, Tenarian.
I do love schnitzel, but I've never had turkey schnitzel before.
Let's go. All right. Hey, listen, in this world of permissions and consent, we have apparently reached a new level of insanity here, Salty. As you've seen the new news, this courtesy of the New York Post and the wonderful reporter that is the named Asia Grace. She says, and I quote, Parents should ask babies for consent before changing their diapers.
This is still a thing. I remember that exact headline. This must come up every International Transgender Week or something. What a ridiculous premise. Which parents should ask babies consent before changing their diapers. How do babies talk?
I have never seen this before, and this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
It's literally a hygiene and a health and safety thing too. So it's weird. It's like, hang on. So you want your baby to get rashes, whatever else happens if you don't clean their diapers and things, like, hello? That makes no sense.
We used to take your babies away if you didn't change their diaper.
Mm-hmm. Form of abuse.
Well, let's see if there's any logic here. Let's see. Drenched diapers are no longer messes that need to be ripped off a baby's bottom post haste. This is courtesy of Australia. That tells you everything you need to know right there. Everything you need to know.
I think when they're upside down, they just don't have enough oxygen to their brain.
They're saying you need to get consent at the start of a nappy change. Ensure your child knows what is happening. Get down on the level and say, you need a nappy change. Then pause so they can take it in. But their offbeat directives for cleaning their cuties patooties says that a task that parents often rush to just get it done don't end there. Then you can say, do you want to walk or crawl with me to the changing table? And would you like me to carry you? Said one of the specialists, overwhelmingly ignoring that newborns can't yet actually chat with their mom or dad one-on-one. Observe their facial expressions and body language to check if they understand what is happening.
$1 million bet these are from people that don't even have babies.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're parentless, childless, guaranteed.
We'll do a little bit digging on that. The quote-unquote experts. This phrase has any phrase outside of being called an ist, a phobe, or whatever, has any phrase lost more value than the experts in the last 5 to 6 years?
No.
This is the number one. This is the S tier phrase that has lost all credibility over the years. Anyways, they said this can be a time to help children learn about consent and how their bodies work right here. I don't even fuck. I don't even. Okay. Yeah. So Salty, the idea of asking what are your thoughts?
The person who wrote that sounds vaccine damaged. There's no way that a baby is going to understand what the hell you're talking about. They don't have the cognitive capabilities of comprehension for language. And so asking a baby if it's okay to change its diaper doesn't make any sense. And it's just a reflection that you could write an article like that or sell a book off of stupid shit like that to a bunch of morons who think that that's a thing.
I'm doing a little bit of digging here.
I've actually done a good chunk right now. Would you like to hear?
Yes, Blabs, please fill
All
us
right,
in.
so there's 2 authors for this research. This is from Australia. One is named Catherine Bussey, and then another one's called Nicole Downs. Great names. And ironically, both of their LinkedIns are broken and they do not work, so you can't even see their LinkedIns without finding it elsewhere. But this one woman who is named Catherine Bussey, she's got 2 articles written in Australia. One of them is the nappy one, and the other one is COVID changed drop-off and pickups, but parents can still have a strong relationship with their child's educators. So really, we got some strong contenders here for intelligence.
Do we have any pictures of these women?
Oh, we sure do. Would you like to see them?
Nothing would make me happier
Let
than
me
to
blow
see.
them up because
Can we, real quick, before you show, can we make some guesses?
Absolutely.
I'm going to say white woman,
Mm-hmm.
early 30s, probably very like homely, like turkey with a little bit of gravy on it, right? Like kind of homely. I wouldn't call
that home immediately. No.
Turkey with a little bit of gravy, like just a little bit of like very kind of plain with some lipstick thrown on it.
No.
Okay, let's see what this person
Oh,
looks like.
Guess short hair on one of them.
Yeah, lesbian haircut for sure.
You know, you're not wrong. Okay, so contestant number 1, this is Miss Bussy.
Oh shit!
All right, so that's
Wow.
number 1, and then meet Crazy Eyes.
Oh my god!
She's like a little cat.
I'm going to be honest. I don't want either of these people next to my children ever, let alone telling me how to raise my child.
Yes. So they both, and so this chick, hang on, let me go back to her. So she has education from, so this is what her title thing, research fellow, early childhood and teacher education at Deakin University, apparently in Melbourne, Australia. And then Mrs. Psychopath with the big eyeballs, this one is named Nicole, right? And she's a lecturer in early childhood, also at Deakin University. So I'm understanding that Deakin University is like the super duper consenting babies university.
Well, all of these universities are saying real stupid shit these days. The patriarchy is it's all tied together. The patriarchy is bad. You have to have consent for everything, and then they push it to such ridiculous extremes that they're now saying, well, you got to have consent with your baby because you're touching your baby's not you're changing a kid's diaper. And if you're going to change your kid's diaper, they don't understand what the hell you're saying. You should set up a routine and stick to your routine and speak to your child through actual actions and talking to you should talk to your kid, obviously, but you shouldn't expect your kid to understand what the fuck you're saying.
So a little TLDR. By the way, I hear myself. Test. Now we're good. Okay, so Deakin University was established in 1974 and combines the university's traditional focus on excellent teaching and research with a desire to seek new ways of developing and delivering courses. So basically, TLDR woke shit. Fun. Just remember, if you return to baby form, you may consent about changing your diapers.
I don't trust any of these people ever about anything. Like how do you think that they just sit around and they just think about dumb shit to say, and hopefully they get some funding to publish some sort of research, and the research is them asking the moms around them, well, what do you think about this? And then like that like, oh, I made $100,000 from getting a research grant or something. Like, these people are insufferable, man. It's crazy.
I think what happens is when you create this woke hysteria and everybody's got to be on the same page, that when somebody says something, you can't disagree with it. Like, consent's so important. Oh yeah, consent's so definitely important. Well, I care about consent even more. I think that you should have consent with your husband. Well, I care about consent even more than that. I think you should have consent with your. I think that's a an escalation kind of thing, like a woke escalation. You gotta prove your devotion to wokeness. It's North Korean style levels of mental illness.
Man, what a mess. It's unbelievable. Well, Blabs, next when you have your first child, make sure you let them know and ask for consent before changing their poopy diapers.
Yep.
Just
Okay.
Just giving you a heads up. That's the rules. I don't make them.
Right.
All right, Salty, I know you got a roll, but I did want to share one last thing with you, and that is going to make you feel really bad about life.
Okay.
Here is the beefy 5-layer with Ryan Gosling. Here. I'm sure you've seen this before.
It's the beefy 5-layer Taco Bell deliciousness. Look at that. 89 cents, everybody. 89 cents. That's 600 calories of deliciousness for a price you can't beat. That's why that kid's got that smile. You can feed an entire family for under $5.
That's right.
Yep.
Until
son of a bitch. It's 5:36.
That's unbelievable.
You see, there's a tweet out there somewhere where this kid, it was like last year, so he was in he goes, oh man, I was in my college library and I opened up the book, and this receipt fell out from 20 something years ago, and it's a Taco Bell receipt, And when I was in college a million years ago, I would get Taco Bell every day, and I was doing track and I was lifting weights, and I had to eat 6,000-7,000 calories a day. It didn't matter what I was eating, just I need to get the calories in. And I was getting a college student, and I would go to Taco Bell and I would get a fucking toolbox amount of tacos. And it was like $5. Like they'd push it through the drive-through like they're cutting a log, and I would pull it into my car. Thank you. And then I would devour them.
I vividly remember going to Taco Bell. I was hungry one day, and I was probably 16, 17 years old, sitting down, ordering they had a 10-pack of tacos. And it cost me $6.90 because the tacos were 69 cents a piece. Yeah. And I remember just sitting down and just going through 10 tacos in about 5 minutes because, why not? And I just remember being like, this is living. This is life right here. This is it.
Yeah.
And now you can't get one silly 5-layer burrito, beefy 5-layer burrito for that price anymore. It's ridiculous, Salty.
Yeah, it is. It's a continuing attack on wealth in this country. And if you had, it's every generation says this. There seems to be periods of increased inflation. You're always going to have inflation, but like the speed of it. And we just obviously went through a gigantic amount of inflation in a short amount of time, and so it's a little bit rougher. But this is a continuing problem that we're going to have in this place as long as we continue to have a Federal Reserve. If you had a bar of gold, which is a lot of in 1950, you could buy a house with a bar of gold, and today you could still buy a house with a bar of gold. Like it's 50 years ago, you could fill up your tank with a silver nickel, but you could still do that today. Like that stuff holds its value, and my beefy tacos are just chewing through my fiat dollars, man.
Damn beefy tacos. Well, listen, it always comes back to food on this show, whether it's turkey or beefy tacos or 5-layer burritos. Salty, we know you got to roll. Thanks for hanging out with us today, buddy. Appreciate you as always.
Thank you, Salty.
Thanks, Salty.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. I appreciate you having me on, and it was a good time. Thank you guys so much.
Next time we'll actually get into some video game talk, but I felt like it was really important.
Holy shit, did we just do an hour and a half of food?
Food, a little bit of Roblox, and
Pokimane, the bimbo.
Yeah, Pokimane, which is good. Well,
fantastic.
Appreciate you, brother. We'll talk soon, okay?
Everybody, take care. Thank you.
Bye.
You guys can find links to Salty's channels down below. He's over on Rumble. What a stud he is. What a guy. Love that guy, and look forward to doing more stuff with him moving ahead. He came on very early in the early Side Scrollers show about when we started about 3 years ago, and really appreciate him for sure. So, all right, we have some other stories to get to. But I'll tell you what, I think let's actually take a second and let's talk about what happened last night. And while I get that pulled up, Blabs, how about you read off a couple supers for us, please?
Okay, all right. So, Fundo for 10 says, Salty finally comes out of his shell. Then, Craig stuffs him back in by saying his mom is listening. Well, at least I get the full Salty experience every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. There you go. Thank you. Ranting and Rolling for 5 says, for the flower fund for Craig's mom, as far as a turkey talk, we always had it at Graham's house. However, my aunt was a psychopath, wouldn't eat it, so Graham made a separate ham roast to appease her. Salt Muncher. Hey, Australia, how about ask adults for consent before you force them into face diaper? Assholes? That's fair. Very fair point. Thunderstar says, woke eschatology. Big words. Small brain. Dan says, yeah, this article is stupid. Somebody who wrote that had brain damage. That's all I have to say. Jagged says, do these idiots think smart babies is real or something? It's gotta be something in the water. Haha, smart water. Risk Void Patu says, to ensure your turkey's always juicy, cook it with cheap bubbly in a roaster in an oven bag. Thank you very much.
Oven bag has been brought up multiple times.
Maybe you just gotta do better. Suffers a Pratt for 5 says, that's it, Craig. I'm tired of people making a big deal of how scary and dangerous it is to fry a turkey. I'm going to live stream myself frying a turkey on Rumble on Thanksgiving Day. I'll show you. Blabs, I got you. Turkey's great. Thank you, Suffer So Proud. You tell him. An
All
old
right.
age gamer for one says, Craig's mom. Craig, you're fired. Send Blabs to us so she can come for Thanksgiving. Haha. And then Mercenary for one says, Craig, you have to put a whole can of beer twice when you cook the turkey. And you have to do it in a trigger wood pellet grill. Then it comes out juicy and moist. I
Okay.
like the word moist. Anybody, nobody's thoughts for one says, Craig's mom tried.
It's not I didn't even insult my mom once, ever.
Craig, my mom's roast tastes like sawdust.
Nobody said that. Stop that.
I love these. Mercenary for 5 says, instead of Chinese, I think FM Copperjack would taste better on Christmas. Better than being without family.
All right, we'll get to the rest of your supers here in just a little bit. All right, if we can take a step back to last night. We've been promoting this for the last couple weeks. We had our next big premium event. We had Overcocked last night. We've talked about this at length, but I think it's important to kind of do a little debrief on this. Had such a great time last night doing this. You could find it over on Side Scrollers Plus and on Rumble Premium. You guys can go in and check it out. But for the first time, we put everybody together in a single virtual setup and studio. We had the gameplay going on. The setup was spectacular. And everybody came in, and there's loads of memes that came out of the show last night. Phoenix, Blabs, would love to get your thoughts on this.
You first.
I had so much fun watching it from behind the scenes. It was just so much. First of all, the personalities were fantastic. Blabs, you were hilarious, as was the rest of the panel. Was so funny. But it was also so fun just to kind of watch all these cartoons kind of talking with one another. It felt like watching a Saturday morning cartoon where they're all just hanging out with one another and then playing a game together. I don't know. It was a real trip to watch. I thought it was so much fun.
Yeah, well, the overwhelming response was more of this, and we will give you guys. This was the last surprise here, by the way, was me as a VTuber, which, by the way, I got tremendous shame from Kirsha for the giant pair of man tits that I had. That once again, you can blame Phoenix for that. So thank you for that.
And that wasn't even the worst of it. So
it's really not. They've not seen the worst.
Yeah.
No, there's actually another model.
Probably will never see it, but
probably not. Well, speaking of big old VTuber boobies, one of the ongoing things we saw last night was Blabs constant peeking over her shoulder, staring at Kirsha's tits.
The best part is, okay, so for some reason, I don't know why my tracker just kept having me this way when I was staring directly into my camera, which is right in front of me, but it kept doing this instead. So to really play off of it, I would literally I wish you guys saw what I was doing. I was literally like this, hey! I was moving completely off camera for it, and I was breaking my neck. It was fantastic.
This is one of the I love that she's just kind of looking at you here, right? Great setup here. There's me as the VTuber, and then we saw this instance where the way this virtual set was set up was I was actually in front over here.
Yeah, there's depth. Yeah,
there was actual depth to this set here. It wasn't just a 2D plane; it was 3D. So there was instances where I accidentally interrupted here, and we saw this. This is a comparison
Just
here.
look into the eyes of the people that you love. They'll tell you exactly who you are.
Okay, and then
same shit.
we saw this happen last night. Oh, don't make it weird.
It's always weird.
Hey, Leaflet, what you doing? You been hanging out lately? You want to go to the kitchen and hang out a little bit? All right, see you later.
Leaflet just blinking.
Her lack of response was great.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Just like her face is just like, what the hell is happening right now? Floppy Pro tweeted this out last night. We a lot of friends made last night, which is very weird. Phoenix's gross ass weird
Purple?
face. But if there's one thing that we took of this is that was this meme here. This was pretty much Blabs all night.
Oh, it was so funny.
Great. And then the other memes that came out of this right here of Blabs and Kirsha having their affair being caught on camera. It's just good. So anyways, we encourage you guys, if you'd like to watch, the Encore is up and available for everybody over at Side Scrollers Plus and Rumble Premium. So I encourage you guys to check it out. If you guys haven't yet, please consider becoming a member of Plus. This is the type of production that you guys can expect moving forward. We're going to be doing a lot more of this stuff. And people have been saying, why the VTubers? Why the VTubers? It's fun.
Yeah, it was just funny. I liked not having to be on camera for a second. It felt good. Just be trolling around. And also the broken neck thing was killing me. It was hilarious.
Like there's a little bit of jank to it, which is fun. I think it's really good.
When Leaflet's eyes started to spurg out, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And then when
really
Pickles
good.
went to use the bathroom, when her eyes just shut, it's like, I'm done.
So for those of you guys who are watching over on Rumble, you can actually become a member of Rumble Premium and watch it as well. Down below the player, just click the Rumble Premium and you can upgrade and you get access to the show and all the other things we have coming up, including Queen of the Week, which is coming up Saturday, December 6th. We encourage you guys to hop on board. Oh, and did I mention that when you become a member of Side Scrollers Plus over at sidescrollersplus.com by using promo code TURKEY, which expires by Friday, by the way, you also get access to the Real Game Awards and category nominations. Those are going to be going on for just another week or so. So, yeah, we have 10 days, end of the month. That's when category nominations close. So head on over there. You get access to a free year of voting membership. Like the value is fucking insane that we're sending you guys. So,
and we're just getting started too, which is so exciting.
Yes, exactly. Great stuff planned. Queen of the Week coming up. Become a member now. We'd really appreciate it. Give yourself a nice Christmas present, and that in turn will help support what we're doing over here, which is really, really good. So, anyways, great time last night. Thanks to the ladies for being a part of it. Kirsha, Leaflet, and our new friend Pickle, and great job Phoenix setting it all up last night. It was really, really great. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on from that, and let's just celebrate what Blab says here is a badass knockout here when it comes to Taekwondo. Phoenix, you ever been in a fight before?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, several. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I've been in many. I've won. Thankfully, I've won a couple and then lost really bad in other ones.
Really?
Oh yeah, really bad ones.
Oh man, what
happens is I have a lot of friends that are women, and so whenever you go to a bar, that's how this would always happen, especially in college.
Mm-hmm.
And they would do something, so you had to go in. And every once in a while, when I would see like super towering guy, I'd go, okay, fuck, I'm gonna get on the. I would just go, guys, go to the car, and then I would just get ready to get planted. So yeah, I've been in both. I've both won and lost.
I love the idea that you saw the girls, you told them to go to the car because you went to the guys and expected to get planted.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. That was it. All right, guys, I'm just going to turn around now. Just make it quick.
Go ahead, boys. Well, look, I don't know if you've ever been in a Taekwondo fight, but we have an outstanding knockout here. Let's see if you see this one coming. And the music is going to be brought down. Guy in red attacking, guy in blue. By the way, can we just stop down for a second and say how great it is that the referees wear suit like a tie?
Yeah, I thought he was a Gryffindor for a second.
Really nice. I know, Blabs, not everything is Harry Potter related. Okay. You can see the kick here. And then a whoop! Spinning helicopter kick to the face. Guy goes down like a sack of moldy tangerines.
That was Phoenix at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's pretty hyped right there.
If there was ever a Karate Kid like sequel, like I would want that to be the final kick. Like that is a perfect cinematic kick.
Well, it looks like the blue guy was beating his ass. If you look at the score in the background here, he was up 12-1. So at this point, he's just playing a little bit, with his food right here.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, they actually, I don't know if you know this. They did make the new Karate Kid movie, the Legends or whatever it is. I
with
watched
Jackie Chan and everything. Yeah.
Not bad. But the wrinkle in it is actually the kid is experienced in martial arts. So he actually finishes with a move that's kind of similar to that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So kind of get your wish. Maybe go watch the Jackie Chan,
all right,
Ralph Macchio classic Karate Kid Legends released last year. All right. So there you go. Anyways,
it came out this year.
Maybe
time is fleeting, huh?
Yeah, it is. It is. Did anybody else see that? I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about you, Blabs. I know you didn't see Karate Kid Legends. You don't really care, but you guys in the chat,
original.
You've seen the original Karate Kid?
Yeah.
You think it's
wax
a classic?
on, wax off. I mean, I guess it's a classic in pop culture because the references and it's all the spin-offs and everything. I mean, even Netflix had the show, but do I think it's a classic? And I need to go watch this now.
Well, I know that I know what you do think is a classic. And
why? Okay.
No, that's Friends.
Okay.
And we'll get to that in just a minute. By the way, we have this from Arg, another name. It says scuff is what makes VTubing. Yeah, we're figuring that out. Thank you very much, Arg, another name. Hippie Tree Hugger came in with 500 kicks, says Craig. Just think, Blabs can go to New York and go to college and make her major today in gaming history. It's a horrible idea, but she is definitely a professor in that suckage at this point. Bentley Guy came in and says, to be honest,
do you realize what you just said?
What?
Pivot.
I said you're an expert in the suckage that is today in gaming history.
No, you just said professor at suckage. That was what you said.
I said in that suckage.
That's going to be a full class, Blabs. It's going to be a full class you got there.
Yeah, Blabs, how the hell? No, I'm just saying. You
didn't say that. You just said professor at.
Professor in that suckage.
Oh.
And by the way, I have no interest in learning that class from you, Blabs. All right.
What?
Well, I'm just saying, people would assume, and I want to be very clear. All right. That's disgusting. Stop. Don't make it weird. Stop. I'm with you, Jay. All right. Ridiculous. Unreal. Bentley Guy came in with the 10. Says, to be honest, I don't think it was Craig's take on his mom's turkey that led to this disownment. It was his transition to virtual, Craig. Thank you, Bentley, for that. Snake Master says, I feel it's a great point that Salty is an adult and therefore he wouldn't know what Roblox is. Kind of like how Blabs wouldn't know much about wrestling. Hey, Craig, no. Everybody knows about wrestling. What? I will look at you with shame just for that logic right there. Crumb says, these traditions are important to the American identity. Are we surprised that major corporations are at war with our holidays? Thank you, Crumbs. Appreciate that. Commodore fan says, Battlestar Galactica was the best remake we've gotten in the past 30 years. That was sadly ended before it could truly finish its story. F Sci-Fi Channel. Thank you, Commodore fan. All right. Listen, I know. You're talking about things that transcend society. Friends is one of those things. I was watching this video about how everything from like the 90s and early 2000s looks the exact same today because we're still wearing the same clothes. We're still wearing the same outfits. People in the office look like they're still wearing the same suits that can be worn today. I would say that Friends is very much like that, to where despite it being shot, I think it's on 4x3, it was a TV show. You can watch Friends today and it still holds up pretty well. Now, some people will say it's transphobic because was it Ross's dad who was trans or something, and it was a joke.
No, it was Chandler's dad.
Chandler's dad? Okay, whatever it was.
He became like the drag queen in Vegas. And then they were also saying how it's homophobic because Ross's ex-wife is a lesbian now. And it was all those lesbian jokes and everything. Yeah, it's amazing how they just shit all over it.
Well, it was so successful, it saw the spinoff from Joey Tribbiani. Now, this is before you abandoned all pop culture. Is that right, Phoenix?
That is correct.
Did you watch Friends at all?
I did not.
Okay, so you certainly didn't watch the spinoff of Joey, which was canceled about halfway through, I think.
Yeah, I saw a couple of episodes of that. That was not good.
Yeah, it was canceled midway through a second season following poor ratings. But like halfway through, the U.S. fans, I guess, never saw the second half of the the second season. So for the first time, 20 years later, those episodes are made available on the Friends YouTube. What the fuck? Did I just disappear or something?
Did
What
I
is that?
just disappear?
Am I disappearing? What's going on here?
I don't know.
Phoenix left. I left. Everything left. That was
We
weird.
all left.
Weird. What the hell happened? All right.
Hello?
Yeah, I just took myself out because I was fine. I saw myself fine, but everyone else stopped.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
All right. Not on our end. It's kind of odd, but thanks for that. Whatever happened. Anyway, so these episodes have kind of been in the can for 20 years, and they're being put on YouTube for the first time.
That's cool.
Yeah, I actually think that's pretty damn cool. They're not like putting it behind like the Peacock paywall or something, which I think people would totally be on board with that. I think that's pretty good. And the fact that they're just being put out for free, you can now watch all of them on YouTube. So cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know, pretty neat. Not that there's a huge market.
I don't think I'm ever going to watch this.
No?
No, I had no interest. See, here's the thing. I thought the ending of Friends was just fine. So for them to go and do this, I thought it was pretty much a disservice to the characterization of Joey. He had all of his friends and everything, and he moves out to like the other side of the US. Nah, I just didn't like it. They tried to introduce all these characters and it all fell flat. Like I read about it on Wikipedia and stuff, and I was like, yeah, this doesn't sound good at all.
You never watched the first season?
No, I never watched
Okay.
any of Joey. I was like, no, I don't want to taint like my experience of the original show, because that's usually what happens with these spin-offs and things, or like a good chunk of them. They're always shit, or they fall flat.
I like that about you. You're like a story purist. That's good. I like that. Very good on you.
Thank you. That's why I hate the cursed child. Fuck that shit. Am I right?
Am I right?
Mm.
By the way, Centauri came in as a member over on Twitch. They subscribed for 5 months. Said not that anyone's paying attention to Twitch. Sorry, Centauri. If I'm being totally honest with you, we're not. But the chat's not really popping over there. So please join us over at Plus or YouTube or Rumble or Kick. Love for you to join us over there. Either way, thanks for your support. We really appreciate those Prime subs. They're outstanding. Well, it's kind of interesting, Blabs, because I thought, you put it in there. I thought that you'd be interested in.
No, I just thought it was interesting in the fact that they've actually released it, 20 years later, because I didn't know that it was never released in the USA.
Mhm.
So I thought that was the interesting perspective of it, and that you can watch it for free actually on YouTube.
I love that it's been archived on YouTube, so people can actually go and see it for the first time. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Because it doesn't pay to have it anywhere else. So they're like, we're not going to make any money. We'll just put it on YouTube.
Right. 46 episodes of that show. Like, that's crazy that they did 46 episodes of Joey. Man, that's nuts.
I've never even seen the intro for it. I don't want to. I don't want to. And you can't top the Friends intro.
What if it starts off with
No, I'd be so annoyed. I would be.
And
it's just like, copying. It's cheap and lazy.
It just goes, Joey, 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 Joey. Like
you're right.
No, I'm just
now
saying.
I want to watch it. That would hook
it
me
needs
in.
to be in Craig's voice.
Oh, man. All right, let's go to one more quick hit here at the tail end of our show. And before we get to your super chats, and guys, thank you very much for your support, your Rumble Rants, Direct Donations, super chats. Great stuff. We genuinely appreciate any and all support you guys fire our way. It allows us to do this show Monday through Friday, which is great. If you haven't yet become a member of Side Scrollers Plus, you can watch Overcocked, as well as this afternoon at 3 o'clock, roughly 2 hours from now. We're going to get together, and it's going to be Blabs versus DuckTales today. Going to be a great time. Hopefully you guys join us for that. Once again, use promo code TURKEY to get $31 off your annual membership. That code only will work till the end of this week. So you might as well just join right now.
That's 3 p.m. Central, correct?
Yep. So about 2 hours and 5 minutes from now. Be good. All right. Last little tidbit here. As we've seen a lot of big companies that have just been straight up acquired by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And apparently The next one on the chopping block, or I guess the buying block, apparently is Warner Brothers, as this comes from Comic Book News. As it says, Saudi's buying Warner Brothers Discovery is one signature away, says Hollywood producer. That is pretty crazy right here. Peter Caligria has revealed that Saudi Arabia is on the verge of purchasing Warner Brothers Discovery. His update arrives just as the internet is buzzing about speculation about who will control DC, Warner Brothers, HBO, and the rest of Warner Brothers Discovery's massive library. Yeesh. I first reported about it on October 16th, and now it's pointing out that many outlets are repackaging his information as their own. According to the source of the rumor is clear, it's him. It says the deal is almost done. So the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia having Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, DC Comics, all these Warner Brother brands. Your thoughts?
So I've actually been following this for a bit because this is not the first time we've heard someone wanting to buy Warner Brothers. So it's been happening for a couple months now. So the following companies have already expressed or allegedly expressed interest in purchasing Warner Brothers. That is Netflix, Amazon, Universal, and Paramount. Did I say Apple? Them too. So it's a lot of them. And so what's really interesting, though, is that Warner Brothers already has an agreement with Universal for the theme parks, right? You have the Harry Potter theme parks and everything. So if this does happen, you got to wonder how that deal, because Universal doesn't own any rights to Harry Potter. It's a deal. It's a partnership. So if you got to wonder how that carries over if Warner Brothers Saudi Arabia acquires Warner Brothers. And then that affects everything down from the media, right? So like the TV shows, the movies, all the way down to merch, which is huge for like collectors and fans and all this other stuff. So it is pretty big if any of these mergers or acquisitions happen.
We've been told that this is courtesy of the website that if the Saudis buy Warner Brothers Discovery, Zack Snyder could return with his Snyderverse. And then there's an update that says we've been told that the Saudis want to bring back the Snyderverse to rival Marvel and Avengers Doomsday. So there we are. Interesting. Phoenix, your thoughts?
To me, I find it, look, on one hand, it's probably good in that, they'll probably get rid of a lot of the shit that people have been complaining about, what we've been doing with our properties. On the other end, all this is really depressing to me because it's pretty much entertainment was the last thing that Americans made. It was like the last export that we kind of sent out to the world and had some dominance in. So this corporatization of our culture and now it's just being bought by other ones. It's depressing to me for that. But on the, for people who just like entertainment, it's probably all good. It's just probably going to be good. It'll probably be able to get a lot of the properties back the way you wanted them. So good and bad.
Yeah, I don't like that. For example, if Saudi Arabia buys Warner Brothers, I don't like that because I want an American company to truly stay American. However, the thing is, the Warner Brothers is already so stupid as it is, and they don't even have those American values in that company anymore. That I'm like, I don't know anymore. What I would like is that a return to form. I'm going to be a journalist and use that word, but actual return to form to what Warner Brothers used to be with their values, and just do that. But they're too retarded.
So I'm the scorched. I'm the guy that no one ever agrees with, but I'm scorched earth guy that says, deep down, I'm kind of like, good. Let's get rid of all this bullshit and let's start building anew and start building new IPs. You just give everything off to everyone, fine. And I want to make new heroes, new stories, new everything, and I want it to be ours. I want it to be American. I would love to see that. So this actually might eventually do it. Eventually. Because we're not going to own anything at some point. We're pretty close to that. So almost forced to rebuild.
Well, we will see what happens. It looks like it's going to be happening fairly soon. That and the potential of Ubisoft being acquired as well. There's a lot going on there. A lot of money exchanging hands in the world of entertainment right now. So,
by the way, apparently chat couldn't see us sharing our screen. They just saw a black screen. So sorry, chat. Stream ads. Fucked up.
By the way, you want to see the next viral hit? Here's the next viral hit, courtesy of Leaflet. This is spectacular. Look at what she's made.
I got banned the guy, and then Kai's trying to get up, get zapped, get out of here, get back there. Living wage. bourgeoisie, status quo. Oh God, Asmongold enjoyer. He's spreading misinformation. I got ban the guy.
She's made a Hassan game over here that is this is gonna go super viral. The Hassan simulator now available. You can play for yourself. It says it's blank. You can't see it. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, they can't see anything.
Weird. Let's try again real quick. Maybe it's every time like something happened when we all disappeared.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's back to it right here. Can y'all see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
I never couldn't see it, if that makes sense. I saw it the entire time.
Must
The camera was on the whole time.
Okay.
I don't know if you probably don't want to do this. I could, in theory, screen grab what I'm seeing and project it in my window if you want.
I'll tell you. I just reposted it over on X.
Okay.
Yeah, no, chat was saying they couldn't see it.
Okay. Well, weird. That's something happened there when we all got booted with this technology, but it's probably a good time for us to say au revoir then. I'll tell you this. Let's go get to these supers, and then we'll come back here in a couple hours. We got Blabs versus DuckTales, and we promise there will be no scuff, no issues there. And by promise, I mean probably not. But we'll see. All right, Blabs, what do we got?
All right, Mr. Floridian, Warner Brothers needs to hire people who will do their jobs and appease the customers. All right, fine, keep it on you, self-centered bitch. All right, Mr. Floridian also says nothing is showing on the screen. Thanks for that. Dollar brisket. Okay. I have seen Karate Kid Legends. It was okay. My mother liked it. I thought the whole production torment was a bit cheap. Freedom fries for 5. Professor that. Suckage. Anyway, Mercenary for 1 says, hey, Craig, I'm on the Grill Game Awards website, and I can't find where I'm supposed to go to nominate or anything. You just tell me why. Oh, my God, there's many of me. Award website, and I can't find where. Hang on, what the fuck are you even saying, Mercenary? Anything, you just tell me to try to do my membership, but I already have a membership at $60.
Well, here you go.
I don't know what you just said.
Let me show you where you need to go. It's very simple, right? Actually, all you do at the top, if you're on the Real Game Awards website, therealgameawards.com, click updates at the top, and then the very first blog post says the Real Game Awards 2025 category nominations are open. That's it. And that'll take you exactly where you can go to get your nominations. I'd share my screen, but apparently that's not working right now.
Dan says, to be honest, I would blame the CEO of Warner Brothers. They just made terrible decisions all the time with failure after failure box office wise, and we'll see what happens. Well, it's not even box office wise. You gotta think gaming too. So the last really good game that actually made money was Hogwarts Legacy in 2023. After that, almost every single game that came out was like $1 million flops, with even Wonder Woman that had $100 million already put into it, completely canceled. So like they don't know what they're doing for anything. And then you can even think back with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, all that bullshit. That's also Warner Brothers. So shout out. They know what they're doing. Look at Phoenix. He's just a sad little puppy back there. Anyway, Rohit says, hey, Craig, a TRGA question. Are any developers from the nominations of each category coming for the award show since it's a live event in February?
So good question. And the answer is that we do not invite any of the developers because it's not meant to be an industry event. It's meant to be about you. So no, and there's just like last year, no award acceptance speeches, none of that stuff. It's just, hey, here it is. Get right to it. Let's be real. You don't care about their family. You don't care who they have to thank. Let's just hand out the award and celebrate their greatness. Take all the fluff out of it.
Okay, Dan says, I played Metro Prime Hunters on my Wii U. The controls on it, it's a little bit better, but not much. What a reason I like the pinball better. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Jay Toma for 5 says, so the creator of Fallout and Baldur's Gate died. Was Baldur's Gate the one Heels versus Babyface had the epic crash out to a while back? I don't game, just curious. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Baldur's Gate game. I thought it was another one. His name escapes me right now. Sorry. Mercenary for 2 says, I still have my DuckTales and Rescue Rangers cart. Good for you. Thunderstiller says, what would the Indian equivalent to piss rice be?
I don't even want to know. Just
Silver says,
I know exactly what it is. No, it's street food. That's all. Indian street food.
Silver says, I live a few miles from a Roddy Piper's grave. People leave action figures, pairs of sunglasses, and packs of bubble gum. That's nice. I don't know who that is, though. I'm sorry. Commodore Fan for 5 says, we need a whole 2 hours of y'all doing wrestling talk, and don't forget the gobbledygooker. Also, deep fried turkey and cheese sandwiches are awesome.
No.
Does Blabs know about everyone's favorite family man, Chris Benoit? I do know about him. I learned about him about a year ago. I wouldn't say he's a family man now, would you? Ranger George says, Side Scores Plus content. Blabs reacts to Ultimate Warrior promos, followed by Blabs reacts to Gold Dust.
That'd be awesome.
Reese for 2 says, this would probably show my age, but my wrestling Mount Rushmore would be the George Hackenschmidt, Lou Thez, Gorgeous George, and Hulk Hogan. Okay. Jay Toma for 5. My brother-in-law grew up in the same village as France A.A. Andre. He used to let all the kids ride on his shoulders and was really nice. That's nice. Lee says, Alfred Hitchcock died before I was even born. I still know who he is, Blabs. Yeah, so I don't know wrestling. Be gone. Okay, whatever. Anyway, Mercenary says, Blabs not knowing wrestling even at 1 is not an excuse. You now fired for your lack of wrestling knowledge. Disappointing. Play the Vince McMahon. Bro, how do you even know anything at 1? You don't know anything.
There he is. Thanks, Vince.
Anyway, I know who he is, too. He shits on people. Okay, Mercenary for 2 says, also, what the heck is in that thumbnail? Your mom. And then Mercenary says for 5, morning gang.
Mad. That's not his mom. All right.
Morning gang. Hey Salty, please remember to fire Craig for not reading you on Monday, and Fire Blast are probably terrible today in gaming.
It was actually pretty good today in gaming, by the way.
Take that, put in your pipe and smoke it.
And by the way, if you need to I have this screen share thing set up. If you ever want to show anything, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll just you guys can just find it over on X. Sure. It'll be a lot easier. All right. Great place to wrap. We'll be back in 2 hours. Once again, join us over at Side Scrollers Plus and Rumble Premium for Blabs versus DuckTales on the NES. First time playing it. Once again, use promo code TURKEY to get an annual membership. Big old discount on there. It's the best deal you're going to find. Literally better than what Rumble's offering right now. Don't tell them that. So, but appreciate you guys popping in. We'll see you guys tomorrow when we're back at Blabs. Who's joining us tomorrow?
Oh, we got Lady Decade and Carolyn.
Ooh, Lady Decade joining us tomorrow. And Kara, it's always a pleasure to have her. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys later on in about 2 hours for Blabs versus DuckTales. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go get it. See you guys later. Bye. Bye.
Bye, Rumble.